Hi, everybody. My name is Sofia Varino. I am based at University of Potsdam in Germany. And today I'm going to be talking about solving and solutions as my key image and keywords. The key image I focus on here alongside and in relation to keywords, solving and solutions, is an illustration from Solving Women's Problems Through Awareness, Action, and Contact from 1977 by Marxist feminist Hage Wyckoff, active in the radical psychiatry counter-movement of the 1970s and 1980s. I first encountered this image on the cover of zine number 3, the first zine produced by the Feminist Healthcare Research Group, a Berlin-based feminist research collective founded in 2015. The black and white illustration depicts a group of 8 people sitting together in a circle, referencing women's consciousness raising groups from the late 60s onwards, with the title letters "Being in Crisis Together" prominently displayed in a curved shape around the upper left corner of the image. The key image is at once historically informed and eerily familiar, summoning commonplace depictions of community organizing in present-day feminist activism. Problem solving is visualized here as an embodied social gathering in real time. In this entry, I show how in tandem with the solving key image, the keywords solving and solutions encapsulate many of the issues that animate feminist health activism, spanning care, mutual aid, collaboration, and joint action, as evidenced by the contents of the zine. Like other zines produced by this group, this one consists of a compilation of workshop materials, exercises, readings, etc., as described on the cover, as you can see here, with this issue documenting, among others, the Being in Crisis Together workshop at the No Play Feminist Training Camp, which took place in 2016 and part of which I attended. The publication contains black and white photography juxtaposed with diagrams, printed texts, illustrations, and glossy color photo prints stapled to the pages. Several of the texts highlight the types of solving strategies the group adopts, including exercises like walking in triangles, a sleepover, and a discussion of the Italian concept of affidamento, borrowed from the Milano Feminist Bookstore Collective, which can perhaps be best understood collectively as demonstrating what Lisa Dietrich has termed indirect action from 2016. Predicated on indirection as a transversal method, indirect action encompasses forms of political resistance and transgression that operate in a lateral, adjacent, peripheral, open, and perhaps even tangential manner, in contrast with, at least apparently, more explicit, tangible, confrontational kinds of collective intervention. Indirection can thus be understood as mobilizing digression, diversion, and deviation as tactics for reconsidering how effects and causes might be entangled in unexpected, intricate ways. Indirection is at the core of recent work in the humanities and social sciences that challenges the temporal logics of crisis and emergency to favor instead the fragmentary, gradual, longer temporalities of slow violence, for example, by Rob Nixon from 2011, or Slow Death by Lauren Borland, 2007, or Toxicity by Mel Chen, 2012. Solving a problem may involve untangling cause and effect to reconsider how an issue or situation can be reformulated, its effects and symptoms more accurately described, its underlying conditions reframed and expanded from the obvious and immediate to the imperceptible and remote. For example, zine number 3 documents how sleeping over at the site used for a day of workshops and social interaction became an act of communal resistance that fostered experiences of sharing and belonging, to dare to get to know each other, and I'm quoting here, to be in private with each other, and to enter the realm of friendship that is less capitalized. This image reenacts the passing of time, with the stillness of each figure reminiscent of the disjointed temporalities of collective time and space, and the physical, affective, and cognitive labor of discussing, articulating a problem, understanding its discrete components and its interconnected contexts, considering causes and underlying conditions, proposing solutions, or scheming alternative futures near and far of solving. Indeed, solving a problem may not lead to a solution. It may in fact uncover many more problems, highlighting or even exacerbating them. Solutions are provisional and context-specific, never permanent nor universal. As a process, solving can only attempt at finding a solution. The solution may dissolve, dilute, disassemble the problem, reducing it to its parts and identifying the variable that solves the problem, at least for a while. Being in crisis together can also demand inaction, lethargy, passivity, rest, listening, plenty of empty time and available space. Solving is more than the finding of solutions to a problem. It is a praxis of rewiring the mechanics of a problem, exposing its networked circuitry in incremental gestures of slow and indirect activism. And I am including here some resources, including references to Hagi Wyckoff's work, who is a more or less forgotten figure from the radical psychiatry movement of the 70s and 80s. Thank you so much for your attention. I wish you all a fantastic conference, and I very much wish I could be there in person. Thank you.